Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the Iranians, to me, they seem to be like the Russians. Unfortunately, bad people are the same, consistent. Consistent in good and in evil. If the Russians tell you they will punch you in the face, as I always say, they will do that. If the Russians say they will give you $1, they will give you $1. Okay? Money. Now, it seems like it's the same thing with the Iranians. If the Iranians tell you, if you strike, I will strike, and they did. If you don't strike, I will not strike, and they, again, fulfilled the promise. Now, we have a promise coming from the Iranian leadership as a response to Donald Trump's threat to being able to kill the Ayatollah, but not for now. And Trump demanded Iran's unconditional surrender. And we have Iran's answer. What do you think their answer is? Bring it on. And you'll see. And I trust the Iranians on this one because of the consistency. I haven't heard the Iranians too many times saying, actually I don't remember one time, changing their mind. Like the Americans change their mind all the time. Yeah, let's sign this nuclear protocol. Remember the deal Obama signed? Trump destroyed it. I changed my mind. Remember? And now he's about to bomb them. With your sons, daughters, wives, husbands, parents, and so on. So I made this video yesterday where Trump says he won't kill Iran's Ayatollah for now. That's exactly what he said, what he typed on his Truth Social. Trump becomes their quote-unquote assassin, I said, and Putin asks, who gives you the right? Perverted US democracy, because you're going to have a guy that you can't change. If tomorrow he wants to get you in a war for 60 days, he has the authority. So that's the first one. So then we have the answer from these bad people that we decide who lives and who dies based on what kind of right. All right, let's start with the first article. I have two articles. CBS News. Iran warns US involvement in Israeli strikes would risk all-out war. Do you want to go to war with Iran? Now, if you think that that war would be like it was with Iraq, or Libya, or Syria, or Yugoslavia, which is, you stay and you watch TV, CNN imbeciles changing channels with your popcorn and your pop or chips. It's not going to be like that. So the thing is, if there's no consequences to your actions, good consequences or negative, positive or negative consequences, then you're going to do things with impunity. Like the Americans, they can do whatever they want. There's no negative consequences. But September 11 was a bad thing, obviously. And we don't know why, because the guys hate our freedom. Okay? So that was something I was talking about 30 seconds ago. So I'm just saying, I'm guessing that Iran has the capability to really create problems here. But that instead of making the Americans say, some Americans, man, wait. Maybe we played a role in this, and this is a negative consequence of our jackal behavior, supporting and being the bitches of that entity in the Middle East. Maybe that's the one. Maybe we should look at it differently. No. The mass media, which is their operatives, will push this narrative. See? Confirmation. We told you those guys are terrorists. Here is the evidence. You want any more? Whomever said no to attacking Iran and destroying Iran, see? This is on you. They don't go further in the chronological order to see, wait a minute, why did that happen? They hate our freedom. That's it. Shut the fuck up. They will try to assign blame on you, on the people who say, wait, what's going on here? No, we have to follow orders. So they say it's going to be an all-out war. And it's not going to be like Iraq. That's why these guys think, I'm going to watch it on TV. Once they're not going to have a TV, once they're not going to have electricity, once they're not going to have, let's say, the bottled water that they walk every day, they can get dehydrated all of a sudden, or their pills and their chips to get fat as fucking land whales. Then you're going to see them, do something, mommy and daddy, the government. Or maybe they're going to go to higher powers. And whose fault that is? Their ignorance. That's what it is. But their ignorance is not because they're just baboons. They were made to be like this by the guys that they now worship, and they wait for a response. Yes, there's going to be an all-out war. And you know what's going to happen? They are going to hurt us, our people. And then these guys are going to spin it as a self-fulfilling prophecy. Right there. That's the first one. And the second one, let's look at the Khamenei, the Ayatollah, answering Trump call. Iran's leader rejects call to surrender, saying the United States intervention would cause irreparable damage. Do you understand what irreparable damage is? Is that, I mean, you can't build the Twin Towers again. It's irreparable. Okay? Think about in those terms. So he rejects it. Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Associated Press. Iran's supreme leader on Wednesday rejected U.S. calls for surrender. Based on what? On what right? International law, United States reserves it the right to call for a country's surrender that was preemptively attacked by another country. Sovereign country attacks another sovereign country, and we say, you surrender. Unconditionally, mind you. And we know where your leader is, and we can claim, but not for now. Who talks like this? A criminal. That's what talks. In the face of a blistering Israeli strike. Now, here, you see this? Israeli strikes. I have to tell you this. In this video right here, when Trump says that he can do this and he demands unconditional surrender, you know what I said here? Israel must be losing. I think Israel is not winning. Why? Let's say we're fighting. And we're fighting. I'm not going to say, you know what, guy, surrender. All of it. No, I'm going to knock the fuck out of you, and that's going to be it. I'm winning. That's what, I don't need to ask you to surrender, or I'm going to tell you I have to do this, I have to do that. And besides, it's not United States and Iran. It is Israel and Iran. And these guys are saying, we demand unconditional surrender, and we can strike your leader. Why would you do this? Because that means the other person is losing. Israel must be losing. Otherwise, they would say, we don't have to say anything. We don't have to support the state of Israel. In the West, the media portrays Israel as being the obliterator of Iran. But on the other hand, they need United States of America to intervene. Why do you need another one to help you? Have you ever fought with one guy and then his cousin or his brother shows up, or he calls for them to come and fight? Why do you think they call? I mean, let's see, take a real life. Your direct experience is your direct experience when you hear baboons on the television telling you that up is down and down is up, and you say, in my life I've never encountered that circumstance, but on the contrary, the opposite was true. Like, for instance, this group of people are the hardest working group of people, and you work with them and you say, I met one hardworking person in 10 in that group. They're fucking lazy. But no, they're the hardest working group. My direct experience, I trust my direct experience or their statements. Who do you trust? And why would you trust those guys? I mean, they're the parents. Even your parents lie. Don't you think your parents never lied? I guarantee you they fucking lied. So why would you trust them? You don't trust yourself, your direct experience? So the same here. They tell us, oh my God, in direct experience, I'm fighting you, and then I'm not calling for reinforcements. You are calling for reinforcements. Why is that? Not because you're winning. You never call for reinforcements when you're winning. You call for reinforcements when you're losing. So Israel needs US because it's losing. I mean, I don't have the evidence, but logic and experience tells me that that's most likely the scenario over there. I watch a lot of videos with incoming missiles and all that, and boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. I don't see the entire picture of all the damage caused on both sides. But if you read these guys, Israel is winning. Israel is winning. Well, this is it, my friends. This is the answer. So, yeah, you can go and be happy and say, I'm going to watch the TV, give me the remote, baby doll. Yeah, let me unzip it and give me the beer. Son, get the fuck out and play outside. Mommy and I, we have a little party here. And you start fucking watching TV. If that's what you think is gonna be again, you deserve to be the government's servant / slave. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Iranians are gonna hurt us. And then these guys are gonna use that as a self-fulfilling prophecy. See? We told you. Not that we did all that, but remember the chronology of events. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.